Princeton is known for its historic architecture. The oldest buildings on campus date back to 1756. Since that time, Princeton has altered its architecture in terms of aesthetics and sustainability. In 2010, the construction of the Frick Laboratory kicked off a new campus sustainability plan with its use of sustainable fume hoods, energy-efficient heating, and a solar panel-lined roof. This building, the Andlinger Center for Energy and the Environment, is Princeton's newest building and is seen as a symbol for the future of architecture at Princeton.
You have to have sustainability involved from day one of the process, and I think there's this really strong push now that it's not really about having an iconic architect alone. Identity of the project becomes something beyond fantastic form, but something that's also sort of a fantastic steward of how buildings should act in the environment.
Let's take a look at the main sustainability features of the Andlinger Center.
If you have the natural ground level here, 60% of what is now the occupied space in this building is below that level, whereas normally the wall space would be exposed to the outside, getting heated up by the sunlight, things like that. But if the wall is basically the temperature of the ground, that's what your body feels, and it's basically like being in the shade all day.
The roof of the building is covered by plants. These green roofs shield the building from sunlight, which reduces the building temperature. The plants also retain water, which is recycled for other purposes in the building. Another key sustainability feature is the building's radiant cooling system. Cold water is run through the ceiling panels, which then radiate cool air that spreads throughout the space. This is much more energy efficient than pumping air conditioning throughout the building. The Andlinger Center is being described as one of the most sustainable buildings on campus. But why then does campus architect Ron McCoy say this?
It is, without a doubt, the most energy-intensive building we have ever built.
Yep, you heard that right. Princeton's new sustainable building uses the most energy of any building on campus. Let's hear from the experts about why this is the case.
The vast majority of the energy is due to the fact that you need to change over the air in these laboratory spaces.
The parts of the building that use the most energy are the clean rooms. This is because in clean rooms, fresh air is constantly being cycled in and out to prevent contamination of sensitive lab experiments. Megers says a typical clean room uses as much energy as 20 houses, but the Andlinger Center clean rooms are built sustainably, so they only use about half of that energy. That's still a lot, but the hope is that the energy use will pay off.
We want to make sure that that investment is really leading to development of new solar cells and new technologies that can then, in the end, help to provide that energy in a sustainable way.
The Andlinger Center uses more energy than any other building on campus, but it is also an important investment in new green energy sources. This dual nature suggests that sustainability may not be as simple as just how much energy a building uses. The Andlinger Center consumes energy to aid in a greater research initiative to find sustainable energy solutions. Will this initial sacrifice of energy pay off in sustainable energy breakthroughs? We don't know the answer to this question yet, but for now, we are left with a state-of-the-art facility and big hopes for the future.
Later, dog.